What's going on, guys?
How you doing, Xilla?
I'm great. Happy to be here with the two of you. Extremely excited to be here with Wesley as well. I was asking the guys, it's like, you work with a lot of talented people, but there's icons and people you're fans of. Wesley's one of them, Eddie's another. What is it like working with heroes to the community?
It's heroes. Yeah, I think it gives you a renewed sense of responsibility to the community.
Yeah,
it makes you go, okay, now, and something else that I just got chills as you asked the question, because something I think that we can strive for and we need to strive for, I think, on a regular basis, is excellence. There's a thing called excellence, but not black excellence, not white excellence, excellence. Yeah. And that we as a community, when I work with him, you see people who are the masters of their craft. It reminds you to redouble your efforts to achieve excellence. That's what it means to me. That's what comes up for me.
Yeah, bro, stole the show. Why you steal this movie like that, Wesley?
I don't steal the movie.
You did.
Action. You stole the movie. Action.
You guys are, you know.
You can come around here.
I love the way you speak truth. The utterance of truth is no. Hey, you know, the joy for me is the fact that I had a chance to work with my man, with Eddie. And then the icing on the cake is to be able to work with this cat and all of the other great talents that are in the film. That for me is that beyond everything else. I have been overjoyed and fulfilled with having that opportunity in my life.
I mentioned heroes and icons. You are the guy when it comes to acting. They're remaking your movies. Blade, New Jack City. I think they're doing White Man Can't Jump. Those are big shoes to fill.
Big shoes to fill.
Do you feel like you should be consulted when they figure out who's replacing you?
No, not really. No. I mean, you know, the work we do, you never know at the time. Well, it's rare that you know at the time that something is going to work and something is going to have the legs and the impact globally in the community, you know, that certain films have. So you're trying to do the work, and that's where I come from. I'm constantly trying to push the envelope of my creativity and do work with people who can inspire that, can stimulate that, you know, to become a real master of the art. I want a black belt in this thing.
Nice. Just curious, have you ever spoke to Omar Epps? Because to my knowledge, he's the only person who's played a role that you've played. Because he did deals that was that Major League?
Major League.
Yeah. Have you ever spoke to him about that, or just be like, yo, you did a good job, or?
Yeah. You know, I show love to all of us who are working and get the opportunity to work. You know, I don't hold any of these characters as mine. Mm-hmm. They are the product of a whole lot of people trying to put a whole lot of, you know, stuff together under some incredibly challenging circumstances. So if the brothers is working, if the sisters is working, I'm good. If there's somebody else that want to come along and play Noxzema, it's all good. It's all good.
Nino is you. But I saw a video of Rudy Ray Moore on I don't know if he was on his deathbed, but he was in the bed just talking about how he was the original king of comedy and that no one else should take that title. It was him and Red Fox. So my question to you guys is, who are your kings of comedy?
Well, for me, I mean, for me, it's actually very easy to say Eddie Murphy. For me, my kings of comedy are Eddie Murphy, his predecessor, Richard Pryor, and then also for me it was Peter Sellers. Peter Sellers to play because he gets a lot of what he got from Sellers. It's about a comedic performance that exists inside the life of a character, not just jokes. But the thing about Eddie Murphy is he was a consummate professional at both of those things, and that's why he's a person I can point to as a hero, as a hero, because I've taken so many cues from my craft from him as both an actor and a person who is a master of comedy.
Nice.
Eddie Murphy, George Carlin, Nipsey Russel.
Nipsey.
You know, these are cats that really, and also.
People didn't know Nipsey Hussle was named after Nipsey Russell.
Right. I thought when I first saw that news line, I thought somebody got the name wrong. I thought somebody got the name wrong.
And Cyrano.
Oh, Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Yeah, funniest.
Him and Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah. We want this thing to be raw. Tell it like it is on the streets.
Yeah, lots of pimps and whores and cussing. And kung fu and karate. Brothers love all that kung fu and karate.
Do you know karate?
No, but I'm a fast learner. I can learn how to chop me a mother. Yeah. You know what we should have? An all-girl kung fu army.
You know, there's plenty of story opportunity, Rudy. Across this nation, inner cities are being plagued by violent crime. I feel the government hasn't stepped up.
That's it. It's Whitey's fault. The mayor's corrupt, and there's an exorcism.
God damn it, an exorcism.
Yeah, you know all that whole mother's in hell.
I don't know how that fits into our urban motif.
I'm assuming you guys are like me, grew up being a fan of Eddie Murphy, grew up being a fan of Wesley Snipes. What is it like to work with your idols? You guys have worked with a bunch of great people, but these are two, you know, icons for us. What was it like to actually work with those guys?
Could not have dreamt it. It was, you know, being in there, like you said, with icons, heroes even, and they just as cool as can be. You know, Mike Epps' trailer right here, Wesley's trailer right here. I'm in the middle. You know, it's just like, and you know, you're just shooting the stuff with them. Like,
Yeah.
what's up?
Yeah.
And then watching Eddie, you got to, you know, you got to focus. Because if you don't focus, you know, your mind might go to ice cream, you know, or hot tub, you know. So you just, so it made I feel like it made me grow as an actor because it's like, okay, now you know, this is the playing field. You know, you're not auditioning, you're here.
Yeah.
So let's bring it.
I watched a video of Rudy Ray Moore on the bed in his hospital. He was complaining about how people stole the name of the original king of comedy. He called himself the original king of comedy, him and Red Fox. I wanted to know, in you guys' opinion as comedic performers and comedians, who's on your list of the kings of comedy?
Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Richard Pryor a tender spot for you? Because I know that role was attached to you for a long time. Is that a tender spot for you?
No, it's cool. You know, just the fact that I went through the audition process and had to audition against some of the best comedians in Hollywood, and Lee Daniels picked me. Even if they didn't do the film, man, that was confirmation of, you know, what Richard did for me and what my give back was, you know.
Yeah. In this movie, we see Rudy Ray at maybe rock bottom. He's confused. He's at a crossroads. He's like, I've been doing this and it ain't working. And you guys have grown to be super successful actors, a successful TV show. You have a bunch of accolades to you as well. What was that moment like where you guys were like, you know what, I'm going hard. I'm going to do this. I'm betting on me, and we're going to go to the next level? You remembering it?
I'm trying to place your question in the right time frame. That specific thing has happened different times in my career. Like where it's like, okay, now and there's always a choice. Hey, you could be stagnant and be cool right here, or you could like push it and go. You know what I'm saying? So it's happened. Like it's a continuous thing.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, what are you gonna do now? You know, what are you gonna do now? Okay, you did this and this. What are you gonna do now? So it's continuous.
Is it harder when you've tasted success versus like, and then that, well, wait, what's next? 'Cause I've had this tremendous amount of success. Now you're like, ooh, where can I can go any way from here?
Well, it's harder because you might want to, like, I like to do more drama, but then but then I got to figure out, which roles and where those roles coming from, and are they, getting offered or what have you. So it's I can afford to turn down some things like I couldn't do in the past.
Yeah.
So, but then it's like the things I want to do, I got to be like Rudy and create my own.
Yeah. Well, what was rock bottom for you, where you was like, you know what, I'm taking off from here?
I think after I did Def Comedy Jam. After I did Def Comedy Jam, it was like, okay. Most of these guys who did Def Comedy Jams went on to do TV and film. I'm like, I gotta go. That was the next level of, after doing Def Comedy Jam back in the day, it was like, okay, yeah, you did Def Comedy Jam. Now, are you gonna transfer to movies and TV? So that was the moment right there for me.